Make your way to your seats.
Showtime!
Please make your way to your seats. The show is about to begin.
Showtime!
Let the magic begin.
Many people probably don't know this, but I used to mentor for the Starter Company program in Toronto several years ago. And it's a great program. So the Ontario has expanded support for the Starter Company Plus, a program for aspiring entrepreneurs. And basically, they'll give you up to they give you access to workshops, seminars, networking events, and grants up to $5,000 to help start your business. And you don't, from entrepreneurs 18 age and up, get the support. So it's a program, it's training, you get mentorship, and you get $35,000 to $5,000 depending on the specific program you're in. And you don't need to. They usually prefer that you're not very far along. So if you just got an idea and you want to do this, start looking for the Starter Company program or Starter Company Plus program in your region. So if you're in Toronto, just do Starter Company Toronto. If you're in Mississauga, same thing, Vaughan. You'll find the one local to you. And the new investments will increase the funding to $6.5 million a year. And they're trying to increase jobs here. So there's more and more money for this. So go out and get it if you're just starting out.
I'm definitely applying for this with my startup. So
anything else?
No, I just it's interesting to see. I like that they're doing micro grants. I like that it's up to 5,000. There's some that originally there was one that I was reading. It's like $1,500. Like $1,500 doesn't go far these days, right? But now that up to 5,000, that can, if you're, and I hate to say this, but if you're using overseas developers that are cheap, you could probably get to an MVP with 5,000 if you're doing it right. Potentially.
Yeah, you can do a lot with 5,000 if you're just starting out, to validate your idea, to do a lot of stuff, to prototype something, it depends, but you got to use your money creatively and whatnot. But yeah, I think this is a good program. A lot of those $1,500 programs are usually related to, we'll pay you a little bit of money while you're taking the course to cover off any wages you may lose.
Yeah.
And it's usually not a lot. Like Antler's got a 3-month program, and they expect you to be full-time in the program, and it's a free program. You apply for it. And they pay you while you're in the program. It's not a lot, but and at the end, there's a few number of them that they fund for $250,000 plus or whatever, depending on.
What I like about this is that they're not just giving you a micro grant; they're offering you services and things like that, which I think is very key in order for a startup to be successful. Like we're in one of my companies, we're part of H2I at U of T, and they don't give you any money, but the support that they give you is great. And I hope that is the same case for this, which you would know being a mentor.
Well, it's hit and miss, right? Like, because it's every city has different mentors. Every when I went, there was people teaching the classroom work, and that was fine. And they were very rigid in their course material, which needed to be covered. And I'm not going to say anything negative about them. But there's a lot, like when you talk about entrepreneurship and running your own business, there's a lot of ancillary skills and abilities you need to understand. So we'd come in and do mentorship around those things, around idea validation, around social media management and getting your brand out there, branding, a whole bunch of other things related to but not, in the program, they're teaching you the accounting and this and that and all the specific stuff, which is great. So you get assigned long-term mentors. So it really depends on the region. There's a lot of good stuff there, and you get mentors that you can take advantage of. I'd suggest taking advantage of it. And if you're not happy with the mentors you are, just switch around, just ask for another one. I'm looking for this kind of this, because you'll find some matches, and the more people there to give you advice when you're starting out, the better. And then come join stuff like Toronto Starts, our startup drinks, or our workshops and events. And we'll point in the right direction. There's so many other programs. Talk to John, because there's all, I just talked, I was on a BNI meeting this week and talked to North Star Startups. And they're really into people with just an idea, usually with low income, who are starting businesses and whatnot. And, we're going to start pushing them in the direction of these things, because make them aware and spread the word. There's so many communities and institutions out there to help entrepreneurs in Canada. You should be taking advantage and getting the support you need. I like to say entrepreneurship is not a solo sport. So find your tribe, find your team, get your support that you need. And, it's emotionally and mentally challenging. There's more depression and anxiety in the entrepreneurship space than any other. And having people around you that are in the same space and community understand means more than you can know. So definitely take advantage of those things.
And don't expect to become a millionaire overnight. I think there was something I was reading where most founders are making less than minimum wage. So
most founders don't pay themselves for a long time. This becomes an issue, but